This is Minecraft, and this is me. If only I could get into that chair. Okay, there we go. Hi guys, my name is Alice, and today I'm gonna try and survive 100 days as a Minecraft farmer. Yeah, I know it sounds boring and all, but trust me. I have lived in a city for many years now, and I just moved here in a very normal place. But let me tell you guys, life in the city and life away from the city is very different. So, I just want to experience what life will be if I was a farmer. So, this is how I survived 100 days in Minecraft Farmville. In my first day, I spawned on a plains biome connected to an oak forest, and I was warmly welcomed by a sunrise rising from the east. I forgot to mention earlier, I added a mod pack in my world. As you may notice, I only have 3 hearts. I spotted a sheep and started executing it with my bare hands. I started off by chopping off this tree. About the mod that I added, it's called the Level Z. This mod adds player skills which you have to level up to unlock gears, items, and blocks. I made myself a crafting table so I could craft my items. I crafted a wooden axe and even a wooden pickaxe. Although I don't know what I'm going to use with the wooden pickaxe since I still cannot mine any cobblestone because I still have to upgrade my skills and all. I crafted myself a wooden sword so I could use it to slaughter mobs. In order to upgrade my skills, I need to get XP. To get XP, I have to kill mobs, mine ores, and harvest specific crops that drops XP. I started exploring the world so I can find myself a perfect place to start off my base. I found myself collecting crops that I could use for my farm. And then I found a corn, potato, and even sugarcane. I started navigating the map to see any interesting place that would catch my attention. It was almost nighttime, so I decided to craft a bed and went to sleep. On day 2, I continued my little adventure to find myself a perfect place to start off my base. I kept on walking, and I finally found the perfect spot. I placed down my crafting table and my bed. I tried mining for cobblestone, but then I just broke the stone and didn't get any in return. Then I realized that I still have to upgrade my skills to unlock new abilities and blocks. I also made a chest to put all the foods that I have gathered while I was on my way. On day 2, I didn't do much but cut off trees as much as I could since I only have limited access to the resources that I can interact with. On day 3, I decided to explore my surroundings and then I spotted a village just near my base, which is pretty convenient because I could use those villagers to trade off with some things that I could need. I added a waypoint to my base in case I wander off too far. I crafted a boat and head on to my next destination, which is the village, of course. I inspect their house one by one to see if there's anything valuable that I could get. I'm not stealing. It might be stealing, but this villager doesn't even need these things. If you get my point. I even executed mobs so I could finally get myself some XP to upgrade my skills. Oh no. I managed to gather 1 point, which is great because I could use this for my farming skills. Now that I have upgraded my farming skills into level 1, which means I could use my wooden hoe, and this also unlocks other things such as bucket use and furnace use. Unfortunately, I don't have any iron to use for any bucket since I still cannot mine for iron since I still have to upgrade those skills for mining. I just decided to plant my crops nearby the lake that is connected to my base. On day 4, I terraformed the spot because this is where I'm going to plant my crops. I started breaking grass because I need seeds, although it might take a while. I extended my farm and even added potato, carrots, corn, and even all the crops that I have. On day 5, I took the opportunity to do a little makeover to my base. For those who asking, or you might not be asking, or whatever, my goal here is not to actually kill the Ender Dragon, but maybe in the future, but not right now. My only goal here is to live the rest of my 100 days as a Minecraft farmer. On days 6 and 7, the day went on pretty normally. I chopped wood, harvested crops, gathered XP from mobs to upgrade my skills, and even went up to pick mobs with the mod I added, which is the Nifty Carts. Nifty Cart is a mod that adds carts for travel, shipping, and farming, which suits my farming life. I also made my cows a temporary place to stay. Don't worry, I'll upgrade their home soon. On the following days, 8 to 11, I decided to make myself a house. A house that is not so big, but that is not also so small. For the materials that I use in this build, I only use the limited resources that I have, which includes the dark oak wood and the oak wood. I added a little details, but I'm not really good with building houses. I'm trying my best. This is what it looks like from the inside, and this is what it looks like from the outside. With me building the house for days, I noticed the crops have finally fully grown, allowing me to harvest them and gain XP for points and level up my skills. After that, I replanted all my crops and wait again for them to fully grow. With all the points that I've earned, I used them to upgrade my skills, which now include access to using stone tools, allowing me to break stone. With that, I crafted a stone pickaxe and a stone shovel. I found a coal in a nearby mountain and decided to mine it, but I didn't get anything in return. Maybe because I still lack skills? With nothing else to do and thinking what my next objective will be, I decided to transfer all my items inside my house, and even decided to change the floor and add some little decorations around my house. On the following days, I got bored staying on my base, so I did a little exploration and found a nearby abandoned village. I took a quick tour to the area for a bit, inspecting each houses to see if there's anything I could bring back home. I went on a little adventure myself, taking a new path, discovering new biomes, gathering resources, swimming the oceans, and climbing up mountains. I even enjoyed this little adventure of mine. Even though I am surviving as a farmer, I still can't help being curious about the world. As I was exploring, I found myself a treasure map. I decided to head where the treasure is located and started digging. It didn't take me long enough to find where the treasure is hiding. As I opened the chest inside, where diamonds lie alongside gold and iron and the heart of the sea, I decided to head back home and took the treasure with me. I took a long walk with all the stuff I'm carrying from the trip and noticed that my surroundings become a bit foggy. Like I'm in a horror apocalypse or something. All of my crops have grown and it's time for me to harvest them again. I gain XP from all the harvesting, which I use to upgrade my skills. I went up to check my barn animals, which is the cow and sheep, and gave them food to multiply their population. On the following days, I continued terraforming my base because I wanted to build a secondary house. This build will be quite bigger than the first one because this secondary house, I wanted to make it permanent. I also tried searching the internet for any build ideas for my secondary house. I haven't really been the best when it comes to building houses, so I'm sorry in advance if you'll ever see my build quite the same as the others, but I'll try my best to change it a little. On days 31 to 38, I went out mining, not on the ground but above the surface. I'm still not skilled enough or confident enough to enter the cave since I still don't have the points to upgrade my level. I explored my world a bit more and mined every ores that I have encountered. As I also mentioned earlier, I can also get XP points from ores, especially ores that drops XP. I keep finding myself iron, which is very useful for a farmer like me. I could use this to craft many things that I wanted. And I also found myself a cross. Okay, I'm starting to think that my world might be haunted. It's almost nighttime and I haven't bought myself any bed, so I'll be stuck for the night with those creepy mobs lurking in the dark. It's already nighttime, so I stayed vigilant in case if there's any possible mob attacks coming right at me. I got caught up and mobs started attacking me. I tried my best to stood up my ground because I don't want to lose any of my items. I almost lost my life from fighting a skeleton. I'm supposed to be a farmer, not a hunter. I continued my exploration and found what seems to be a tower. I decided to approach it. As I got there, I noticed that there are also pine trees around the area, which is perfect since I'm looking for one. I have arrived at the area where the tower is and got an achievement called Alpine Paradise. I also spotted cows that are super cute and also noticed the tower. I went inside and realized that the tower was a small church, given that there is a lectern in front of it. I explored the area and found that there's a small compartment at the top. I went up and found myself nothing. It's just a normal bed with a bell on the top and a very normal looking chair. On day 39 and 40, I immediately start off with my secondary house. I start with the floor base of my house. I use spruce wood for this one. I continued working on with my house and carefully crafting and observing every block that I use. And by the end of the day, I would come back to my first house and sleep. I went on another adventure, but this time I'm going to look for a desert biome. I'll be needing the sand for my secondary house. I'm not sure what I would make of it, but probably something that comes with my mind. I found a beach near my base which have tons of sand. I started collecting sand as much as I could and bring it back home once I'm done. Once I got back home, I started planning for the house I'm going to build. For the walls, I used smooth sandstone with a combination of birch log and planks. I combined them to make a gradient. The theme of my build is a mix of medieval and fantasy, or whatever you call that type of build is. The rest of the video is just me building my secondary house. I'm more of a builder than a farmer at this point, but bear with me guys. After I finish my house, my next objective is to clean up my base and start relocating my crops into a better field. I visited my crops to check if they're still doing okay, and then I chopped wood for my house and continued building. The walls on the upper level are different from the first one. I used pine logs and dark oak wood and then turned them into a gradient. On the following days, day 47 up to 50, I just continued working up on my house. I did some trial and error since I'm still confused what will my house will turn out to. The rest of the video got corrupted, but I still managed to find any POV from the replay mod I was using. In this part of the video, I'm casually harvesting my full-grown crops for XP. I'll be ending the video here since I've been recording for half a day and due to some video file corruption. If you reach this part of the video, please subscribe, it's a huge help for me. See you on part 2.